stage. Boom. Yeah, my bad, man. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all come on up in here, man. Who I got up in here with me? I'm so, hey, please, hey, charge it to my head and not my heart. I apologize, man. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Now we can go. How y'all feeling, man? Come on in it, man. What's up with it? How y'all doing, man? Y'all are now on the clock with Uncle Doc, man. I can't complain one bit. How are y'all feeling today on this beautiful, magnificent, get to make it happen Monday? What's up, Nancy Full of Grace? How you doing, man? Y'all come on up in here. Nisha, appreciate the follow, fam. Thank y'all. How are y'all doing on this beautiful Let's Make It Happen Monday, man? We get another opportunity to do what we said we wanted to do. The things that we are looking for in our life, the plans that we putting together for where we want to go in life, it started today, man. It started on the Monday. What's up, Nisha? Good morning. On this Monday, let's crank it up and take off. Let's start the week off strong. We finished it off strong last week. Now let's start it back off strong. Nancy, appreciate the follow, fam. You feel me? So listen. Anybody want to give me any kind of praise reports? Anybody got any praise reports that that happened over the weekend that they want to share with me that we can share out to the people? Let me know. What good happened for you? Huh? Yeah. So listen, man, it's been an amazing week. You feel me? Last week was pretty good. Hey, James, appreciate the follow, man. Last week was pretty good. I won't complain. I've learned that when you want to do some amazingly great things in your life, it's a timetable that goes on it. Ain't too many over the night stars no more, right? A lot of times we be seeing these amazingly great people that we've never heard of, and we thinking they done just popped out the ground somewhere like they just started last week. Not realizing when you go and do your due diligence and you do your research and you looking up these people, you're going to realize they've been around. They putting in the work. They just stayed in position and waited their turn. They stayed in position and they waited their turn, man. Listen, I realize we all get a turn. We all get our shot to do what, hey, James, appreciate the follow, to do what we said we wanted to do. But what I realized, self-included, and I'm guilty of it as well, I realized sometimes we as people, we can see something down the road that we know we might need later on for where we at, and we'll get out of line. And we'll try to skip the line. And we'll try to get in front of other people. And then once we get all the way out there and we realize that that was just a visual of where we needed to go, because what's up, Gary? Because where we at, that ain't nothing but a facade, right? And we get all the way out there and it ain't what it really supposed to be. It ain't what it looked like. And so then we try to get back in line. You can't get back in line in the place you was at. You got to get back to the end of the line, because it's other people that been in line waiting their turn, staying in position, doing what they need to do, steady building on the building blocks, one foot in front of the other, thanking the Lord for every day that you get and continually moving forward, man, right? And so you got to realize, stay in position. It's going to happen. Sometimes it might not happen as fast as we want it to happen, but it's going to happen for you, man, right? So this morning, starting out this morning, Monday morning, man, I want to ask you a question, a real question, right? Do you really know what your why is? Like, for real, that's a serious question. Do you know what your why is? Do you know why you getting up every morning, going and doing what you doing, putting up with what you got to put up with to accomplish something? Do you know your why? Because listen, you find your why and you're going to find your way, right? Because when you discover your why, you unlock the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when life get tough. Because life gon' life. One thing about life, it's gon' life. He got it in his name. Life. Life is gon' life. And if you're not prepared for it and you're not ready for it, not realizing life is lifing to actually teach you. It's actually to give you experiences that can help shape and mold you into who you said you wanted to be. But sometimes life get to be life and too much, and we not really ready for it. And like Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. Everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. And all that other stuff go out the window. Right? So life is gone life. And you gotta be, hey, what's up, Meg? How you doing, little sis? You gotta understand that life is gone life. And if you can know that it's not an if, it's just when. And if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready because you know that life is gone life, right? And you stay ready for when that opportunity comes. And you know that when life is lifing, it's not to knock me out the race. It's not to derail me. Now, life is to help you grow into who you need to be. It's going to show you some things about yourself. It's going to show you some things about the people around you. Wait till life starts getting really, really hard. You're going to see who really down with you. And it's all for it's for a reason. God let life like that happen to you for a reason, just to show you some stuff. Because some of us and some of y'all hanging on the people you were supposed to be let go. And that's why you're not where you're supposed to be, because God not going to let them go with you where you're supposed to be, because he done heard some behind the scenes chatter in rooms you wasn't there, but he was there and you his child. And he know, thank you, Megan. Yeah, you feel me? So that's why, being that we know that life is going to life and that life is going to happen, we got to have us a why that's so big that when life start lifing, guess what? We start looking at the nuggets in the gems, in the experiences, and in the situation. We don't look at it as a knockout punch and God being mad at us and, oh, karma coming to get me. Now, we look at the situations and the experiences of life as if God is teaching us hands-on about things we need to know. Morgan, appreciate you. You feel me? And so when you start understanding that, when life start happening, you say, bring it on. Okay, come on with it. What else do I get to learn new about this situation? Because it's a lot of stuff that you learning, that you've already learned, that you going to get to learn, that it's going to be some people that got right up to that doorstep, and it was too much for them. It was too much, and they had to stop. Now they got to rely. Now they, hey, Smooth, appreciate you, baby. Now they got to rely on whatever you tell them, because guess what? You stood in the mud and you figured it out, right? Listen, man, your why, it gives you direction. Without a purpose, you're just moving in no destination. If you don't got a purpose and a plan and know why you going somewhere and what you want to do, what's up, bro? And why you doing what you do, you are just out there walking aimlessly, man. And once you get out there, you don't even know how to get back. Liznet, appreciate the follow, fam. You feel me? Your why helps you make decisions that align with your values and your future. You got to realize you got to have a why that's going to help set the direction in where you want to go. My why is because I want to retire my mama and my wife and my kids. I want to set them up. But I also, listen, and I also want to show at-risk youth that may be coming up in these neighborhoods that's going through the detention center and all of that kind of stuff, that, listen, man, that's not the life you want. And I don't care who been in front of you showing you what. I've been there. I got hands-on experience, and I can tell you what's happening now. I can tell you what's going to happen if you go down there messing with them people. So listen to Unk'L now. I'm going to give you the game. You feel me? That's my why, man. That's what keeps me up at night. That's what wakes me up before my alarm, because I know, listen, man, I know God gave me a purpose and a plan, man. So true. I'm lost right now. I don't know what the next move is. Dope boy. Say, dope boy, check this out, though, baby. Go find you something that you like to do. Even if you don't get paid for it, go do something that you would love to do that make your heart happy. And if it's something dealing with somebody else, right, helping somebody else, you may just find what you call to do, man. But I know you lost. We all been lost. Just go find something that you like to do that makes your heart happy, man. That's dealing with helping somebody else, man. Listen, that's why you got to find your why. Because once you know why, first and foremost, find out why you created, man. Find out what you love to do as a job. Find out what it is in your community that you can do right now, that you can help somebody else go through some hard stuff that you had to learn from. Find that part out, right? and your why is going to fuel your persistence. What's up, Ethel? Right? Life will throw challenges your way, but a strong why keeps you going. Right? When you got a strong why on why you're moving the way that you're moving, it's not going to look the same to everybody. It's gonna be some people that see how you moving and see what you're doing, and you're gonna be able to explain to them, Sister Scorpio, appreciate the Father, fam. You're gonna be able to tell them why you doing that, because that's what the Lord has showed you. As soon as you share it to them, it ain't gonna make no sense to them. It's gonna be blurry to them, and a lot of times that's what derail people, because they get to telling their visions and dreams to a small-minded person, and then they start telling them what they see, knowing that ain't what God showed them, and then they start acting in the way that the other person showed them. Eric, appreciate you, baby. You feel me? That's why you got to have your why, and you got to let that move you outside of anybody else. Right? When you're tired, frustrated, or ready to quit, right? Thank you. Huh? Get that little light bulb up there. Your why reminds you why you started. You got to know why you're doing what you're doing, man. Listen, one of my biggest whys is, I know it's a lot of people that don't get to make it from where I come from to where I'm at right now, getting to do what I do right now. It's a lot of people but guess what? It's a lot of people who are still there that have the opportunity to. And it's going to be people like me, right? It's going to be people like me that pop up on the scene, and we going to be talking, and they're going to hear my story, and they're going to say, oh my God, that's just like what happened with me. Right? I got saved in 2012, right? I went to Bible college in 2013. I graduated Bible college in 2015. Perfect attendance. Like, hey, Megan, you know, perfect attendance. But everybody wanted to make me a preacher, and I didn't want to be no preacher, right? And so in 2016, I was going through one of the hardest times in my life. I'm not going to even lie. Just going through some stuff, learning myself, understanding who I am, all of these different things, right? And then I was in the gym working out, and Eric Thomas, I Made My Mark, came on. And that was one of the most powerful 4 minutes and some seconds that I've ever heard. But after that went off, I asked myself, what was that? And then that's when I learned what motivational speaking was. And then that's when I told myself, I can do that. Now that I can do. And once I realized that and I understood that, then I started figuring out exactly what it was. How could I do it? Because I knew that I could do it, and I like to do that. I've always been a speaker, right? Back when I was 13 years old, I thought that I was going to rap, hustle, and for the rest of my life. I was the freestyle king. I didn't realize how things come to my mind so fast without me even thinking about it. Like, I don't even, my conscious mind don't even have the time to compute what comes to my mind sometimes, because it comes so fast. And I've realized that it's straight from the Lord, bypassing my regular, because see, my conscious mind will start trying to listen to it, then trying to reason with it. Well, I don't know. But I've learned, don't try to reason with it, especially when you up doing what you do, when you up speaking and talking, when you do. Hey, listen, when you hear it, you say it. When you hear it, you say it. And I've learned that, because that's just a gift. That's just like these youngsters that's hooping, playing football. When they get out there on that field and on that court, when you seeing them, it's like, man, they just so smooth with it, not realizing they're walking into their gift, and they're doing what the Lord showed them how to do, and they're becoming great at it. And when you doing what the Lord called you to do, it's almost like you in the passenger seat and the Lord just doing everything for you, but he's doing it through you. So everybody looking at you thinking it's you, not realizing, hey, listen, man, if the Lord don't show up, we doomed. We doomed. You feel me? And so that's why I'm so adamant about telling people, man, you got to realize it don't matter where you come from, what you've been through, man. God has placed something inside of you strategically and intentionally for a time such as this right now. February 24, 2025, God got something for you, man. Tell your story, brother. Hey, so listen, and I know a lot of y'all probably know my story, but back in, my biological father was unalive when I was 6 months old in 1985, just like a lot of other people, families. Hey, listen, man, my mama was one of the ones that was caught in the casualty of the CC pandemic, if y'all know what I mean. And so we was living with my grandma, and then we ended up moving. And then by the time I was 7 years old, my grandma said, no, he needs to come back with me. She was already raising one of my brothers, my older, two of my uncles and one of my cousins, and she lived right in the middle of the hood too. And I'm the baby. So I came and I picked it right on up. Marla, thank you for the follow. By the age of 11, I became a product of my environment. I was out there with them, full-fledged, jumped off the porch, gone. By 13, I thought that I was going to rap and hustle for the rest of my life. So I dropped out of school by the age of 17, had 2 girls pregnant by the age of 21. I was on my first trip to the penitentiary. Tony, appreciate you, baby. And by the age of 28, I was sitting in the penitentiary for the 3rd time, cleaning up hog mess as a job, man. And my kids was getting old and they wasn't cut out like me. And I knew I had to do something different because I always knew I had something special on the inside of me, right? Thank you. And so I can remember sitting in that hog barn, cleaning that hog mess as a job and getting my parole denied and just going in the corner one morning, getting ready to go to work and saying, God, like if you real, like everybody say you real, you will get me out of this, man. And if you get me out of this, I'm done. I'm done. And that's why I know God is going to be able to use me in a day such as this to show a lot of people, man, because it's a lot of people that still let a lot of excuses of where we come from keep us back there. We can't let what happened back to us back there keep us down. You know, I hear people talking about the DEI and all of this and them cutting program. Hey, man, listen, once you go find out why the Lord created you and you become the best at that, you become undeniable. People can't deny that. People cannot deny raw God-gifted talent. And when you go and you show up as the best as you can show up, people can't deny that, man. Appreciate the heart, me fam. They can't deny it. And that's why I discovered, man, I'm fixing to show up as the best me as I can because it's only one of me. I'm one of one. Thank you for the team bracelet. I'm one of one, man. You one of one. That's why it's so important that you find your why because life is going to life, right? When you tired and you frustrated and ready to quit, your why going to remind you why you started, man. And listen, not only that, listen. When you connect with your why and you truly believe in your why and you buckle down and you do what you need to do in your why, guess what? Your why, it inspires other people. It inspires, because listen, I was listening to a podcast the other day, up and coming, well, he didn't already blew up. His name Lil Russell from the Bay Area, California, Vallejo, California to be exact. Great little dude. You feel me? Hey, thank you for the subscription, Megan. I appreciate you, man. And for my people that subscribe, I'm fixing to, know the clock with the dial. So I'm fixing to start doing some subscriber-only stuff too, man, where my people we can jump in the room by ourselves, man. And when people want to ask me questions, need help and stuff, want to just ask me some one-on-one stuff where you can start talking to me one-on-one, ask questions you might be. So, yeah, thank y'all, man. So, hey, if you see that subscription button and it feel like it's worth something to you, I would appreciate it, man. But listen, your why, it inspires other people. I was listening to the podcast, right? And the lady was talking to him about this amazing team that he got. And she asked him, hey, what did you do to get your team? Like, how much did your team cost you? Woo? He said, you know what? You can't find a team. You can't pay the kind of money that it's going to take for these people for what they do. You got to attract a team. And when I was reading that, I understood your why, it inspires others. Because when you're doing something and you're doing it at an amazingly level and you're doing it great to where you stand out from a lot of other people, you attract people. And people like, man, listen, I love what that guy doing. I see what she doing, man. I want to be a part of that. And not only do I want to be a part of that, I have something that I feel like I can use to help amplify that, to make that look better. Like somebody for me, for a content creator like me, that would be somebody that say, man, you know what? I love working with cameras, bro. And I know how to shoot. I know how to edit. I know how to video. I know how to put it on social media. And you know what? I believe in you and I want to help you get your message out there. I want to come alongside you. And don't worry about no money right now because I know one day we're going to grab it and we're going to, like, you feel me? You attract your team. So whatever that is that you got going on, your why, it will inspire other people. Follow passion and they follow purpose. And when you doing something with enough passion and they see that it has a purpose, they're going to be willing to help you, man. where they can help you. Yeah. And you got to know that, man. And you got to understand that. And that's why you got to make your why so big that even when you got to go by yourself, you going to still go. Compton Radio, Politic Radio Talk. What's up, fam? You going to still go whether you got to go by yourself. Because guess what? Your why is your why. Your baby is your baby. Right? When you live by your why, you naturally motivate those around you. Family, friends, and the next generation. Tylon, appreciate the follow, 418. You feel me? Listen, man, you got to understand. Every generation have generational curse breakers. A lot of generations, certain people in their family, they just rather just be the status quo and just live however. But then you going to have those ones that come through them lineages and they just got it. And they going to discover what it is that they got. And they're going to discover where it is that they need to use what they got. And they're going to do it to the best of their ability. And they're going to stand out, man. And you got to know that, guess what? God is no respecter of person. Anything you see anybody else got, you have the same opportunity to get it, man. You just got to do some of your due diligence. Sometimes you got to dig deep inside of you just to even discover what you got, because some of y'all think y'all just good at something and y'all just use it as a hobby and play with it every now and then when you get some free time, not realizing if you just truly dig deep and discover what that thing is and pull it out and start using it. Hey, man, when you do what you love as a job, you'll never work a day in your life, bro. And that's all I want to do, man. I want to get people to start opening up their minds, opening up their hearts, trusting who they are and going where they said they could go, man, and doing what they said they could do and believing in them all the way. And that all starts with a why. Why are you doing what you're doing, man? Why? Hey, look, your why, it creates a fulfillment, right? It creates a, hey, listen, success without purpose feels empty. Success without purpose feels empty. Finding your why ensures that your achievements bring true happiness and meaning because you figured out this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I know if I can do this at an optimal level, here's who I'm going to get the help. Right? And then when I get to help them, I'm going to put inside of them the mentality that everything you're getting is not just for you. You got to get this, learn this, then turn around and help some people behind you. Because listen, man, I thank God that God has given me the gift and the talent and the know-how on how to really, really connect with our young people. I love these young people, man, because one thing I know about these young people that I see so much in me that they're doing, they're fearless. Them youngsters are fearless. They not scared of nothing. And listen, and it's not that they not just really scared of nothing, right? It's just that a lot of them are truly emotionally driven and they react out of their emotions. And then they just do things without really thinking about it. But then later, after they've calmed down and sat there and thought about it, they really wish they can go back and change what happened and how it happened, right? So I want to be able to get in front of them to start teaching them to think. Think before you act. Think before you move. Think before you do this, because there are always consequences for every action that we do, right? And I started realizing that, man. Listen, you got to truly dig deep down inside of you. You got to figure out what that thing is, man. And when you figure out what your gift and your talent is and you attach it with your why, with your passion, and then you figure out what the purpose is and you go for it, you can't lose, man. And just imagine, bro, if a lot of people who come from nothing, who done already been through all the hard parts, all the stuff that was meant to break them down and knock them out the race, they done been through it already. They done already been through it. Hey, listen, they done been through so much hard stuff to where they starting to make the hard stuff look easy. It's like people seeing them do it and they like, wow, whoa, I didn't realize, yeah, I really been, I told them yesterday we was at church, man. You don't really realize how much life be life in the people. I can guarantee you, man, if we was open, honest, and transparent right now, and everybody threw their problems in the middle of the floor and was honest, you gonna go pick yours up. And then you're gonna look at sister so-and-so and say, wow, I ain't know she was going through that like that. Because people going through stuff, bro. Like, for real, man. That's why you got to have a why in what you're doing, because your why is going to help you stay committed, and it's going to help you stay doing what you need to do to stay focused. Appreciate the follow, Stan. Appreciate it, baby. You feel me? Listen. Your why helps you overcome the fear, because we all gonna get fear, especially if we going and doing some stuff we ain't never had, we ain't never done, we ain't never witnessed nobody do. So believe it or not, we don't even know if it could get done. We just know we keep on getting this little feeling deep down in our spirit that's telling us to go, telling us we got it, just telling us to trust and believe. So we stepping out there on faith, and everybody else standing back looking at us because they ain't never did it, and they've been trying to tell you don't do it. Ain't nobody never did it. And you like, well, listen, man, maybe that's why we still in the condition that we in, because ain't nobody wanted to take this step of faith. Everybody keep listening to everybody, and ain't nobody done nothing. Appreciate the follow, Shelly, Cheryl, appreciate the follow. I'm tired. Hey, listen, if this the farthest my people ever got, then somebody need to go see if there's something else out there. Because if this is it, it gotta be more. You know how I know it's more? Because I sit up and I watch TV and I get on social media and I see all these people doing all these amazingly great things. So I know it's something else out there. Right? So when are we gonna do what we gotta do to go out there and see what else is out there? I'm tired of sitting right here just looking at the walls and figuring that, hey, this is all we gonna get. This is out now, man. There's more out there. Who want to go with me to explore? Because, like, listen, this is the analogy that I use, right? This is the analogy that I use. You got two options. And just picture you sitting on the dock. You got 1 foot on the boat and you got 1 foot on the dock, right? They now already pull the anchor up and they let you know we finna go out. What you gonna do? You gotta make a decision. You gotta go either way, right? And as I think about that, this is what I see, right? If I stay on the dock where I'm already at, I've been here 45 years. Joshua, appreciate the follower. I already know what's here, right? I can go out to sea. I can go discover a treasure out there at sea. Listen, anything can happen out there at sea. Anything. Some people don't make it back. But guess what? I'm not finna keep on sitting on the dock and being scared to go out there and discover something when I know it's something out there. I see people pulling up on, and these are all analogies. I see people pulling up to the dock with their big fish and all their prizes. So I know it's something out there. I'm tired of just sitting fishing from the pier. I want to go in the deep. And sometimes it takes somebody to say, I'm going in the deep. I'm going see. I'm going check it out. I believe in what the Creator has placed inside of me. That's why you can't sit still. Let's go. You feel me? Hey, man, listen, man. Your why helps you overcome fear. Fear is natural, but purpose is stronger. And when you got that why and what you're doing, your purpose going to help you get to where you need to go. Your why is bigger than your fear. You push through the obstacles with courage. You can do it. You got to, but listen, I want you to take a moment today, right, and reflect. What drives you? What impact do you want to leave, right? And once you find your why, no challenge going to be too big and no dream will be too far, man. It ain't. You got to know that. And when you believe that and you understand that, you will know that, guess what? Everything that I'm going through is only going to help me get to where I say I wanted to go. You feel me? Yeah. You got to believe that. You got to trust that. You got to know that, man. You got to understand that, and you got to be willing to go. So listen, chat. Let me let them out of here real quick. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I love y'all, man. I'm going to pray for y'all, and then I'm going to let y'all go. TikTok, y'all, hold on. Heavenly Father, thank you again for everything you've done, doing, and are going to do. I pray that you just continually touch the hearts of the people on the other end. I pray that you open their hearts and their minds to who they are and what you've put inside of them to go and do a great work in the earth, and give them the strength to continually hold on and trust you and be all you have called them to be, like the army. We want to say thank you and that we love you. And in the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen, amen, amen. Like the army of the Lord, baby, go be all you can be. Hey, I love y'all, man.